everybody, and in this video we're going to be talking about Oversoul Edict, which is one of the new weapons that you can get when you do the Crota's End raid on hard mode. But I'm not going to be talking about it in the way that you guys probably expect me to. This isn't going to be a full review, it's going to be a very specific review. I'm going to be talking about what it's like to use in PvP, because obviously Oversoul Edict is going to be good in PvE, especially when you're going against Hive, because it can shoot through Hive walls, which is always good. I was going to say penetrate walls, but I just can't say that without giggling about penetration of walls. And also it's gonna be good any single place that you go where dudes tend to have arc shields, because it does arc damage. So naturally this gun is going to be pretty good in PvE. I don't need to tell you guys that. That's already pretty obvious. But what you guys might not know is how good I actually think it is in PvP. So let's first start off by taking a look at what exactly this gun does. Why is this gun good? I don't know. So first of all, you can fire it in full auto mode, which I actually think is a bigger deal than most people think it is when you're playing the Crucible, because in Destiny things are very fast paced, people are all over the place, and I find that it's just a lot easier to get stuff done when something's full auto rather than having to keep pressing the button. The other perks that it has, I'm going to focus on the two that are important. You have Field Scout, which increases your ammo, which makes it go from 30 in the mag to 42 in a mag. That's a lot of bullets. And then it also has Fitted Stock, which increases its stability. Now this is where things start to get interesting for me personally with this gun. When I first used it, I obviously did not have any of these things unlocked. I didn't have extra stability, I didn't have extra bullets, and I found that the stability is actually pretty high without having Fitted Stock. I don't think you need Fitted Stock at all. This gun is perfectly fine without the Fitted Stock attachment, and I think that is really good for a weapon that is full auto. It has a very high rate of fire and low impact, and it has really good stability just naturally built in it. If you want it to be a super laser, you can put Fitted Stock on there and it's a super laser. But I think that this gun actually enables you to use Field Scout, so you can have a ridiculous amount of bullets to take down 3-4 people before you have to reload. So I am now in the process of saving my marks so that I can buy other pulse rifles, because I really want to know if this pulse rifle can match up to those other ones. Is it special? Is it more special than the other pulse rifles that have high rate of fire and low impact, or does it perform pretty much the same? My guess is gonna be that it performs pretty much the same, but what I think makes Oversoul Edict really good is the fact that it can fire in full auto mode. It's just that extra thing where you don't have to take your finger off the trigger. You can concentrate on doing other stuff. You can concentrate on staying on target and just moving your thumbs around and not having to worry about keep pressing the trigger. It might not sound like a huge deal, and it's probably not a huge deal, but I think that the fact that it is fully auto does make it better. It's fully auto, it fires super fast, and its inbuilt stability is actually really good. So I was incredibly impressed with this weapon. I'm going to save up my marks on each of my characters and get the Crucible one and also the Vanguard one, because I really want to see if this pulse rifle is better than others, because in my opinion, I've tried to use a lot of legendary weapons, from hand cannons and auto rifles and pulse rifles. I've tried to use a lot of legendary weapons, and I personally have not found many that can actually go toe-to-toe with the Last Words and the Hawk Moons and the Mythic Class and the Suros Regimes. I haven't found any that can do that comfortably. Oversoul Edict is the first that I found that can really do that. And maybe that's just my experience, maybe you guys will have a different experience, but from my experience of using Oversoul Edict in the Crucible, it's really freaking good. It has now become my go-to legendary. I'm now able to use Galahorn, the Fourth Horseman. I can use all of these exotics that I've wanted to use but haven't really felt comfortable using, because it was really difficult to go toe-to-toe with the power weapons in the Crucible. Oversoul Edict allows me to do that, which is awesome. I feel free. I am freed from the restraints and restrictment of exotic primaries. That's how I feel. It is now my go-to legendary primary when I want to use an exotic in one of the other two spots. So if you have not yet used Oversoul Edict in PvP, please do it. Just do it. Get the full auto attachment. and then go use it in the Crucible, because I think you'll actually be pleasantly surprised, especially if you have the Radiant Dance Machines on. But I think the Radiant Dance Machines might make you able to outgun anyone with anything, because they're ridiculous. But if you haven't tried it in the Crucible, please go and try it. Let me know in the comment section what you think. I've actually heard people saying that this gun sucks, that it's not good at all, that it's nothing special. I think that the fact that it is a primary that does arc damage, that shoots through walls and does more damage to Hive Majors and Ultras makes it special already. I think that's enough to make it special. It's going to be good in Hive Strikes, it's going to be good in Nightfalls and Weeklies that have Arc Burn. It's the new damage type, so you don't have to worry about using the Vault of Glass one anymore. That on its own makes it good. What makes it awesome for me, in my opinion, is that I can use it in PvE all the time. It's basically all I use. I can also go into the Crucible and do really, really, really well using it in the Crucible. So I personally think it's a good gun. I was reading people say that it sucks, and I was like, really? I must be playing a different game, because I think it's pretty good. But please do let me know in the comment section, have you guys used it in the Crucible, and what do you think about it in the Crucible? Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you all very much, and I'll speak to you later. I got creepy. I'm sorry. Goodbye.